Good morning, guys. Kidney Dude here, and I wanted to talk with you about some few things. Starting off, yes, it's been a while since I posted a video, about 2 weeks, but it's been Christmas, it's been the holidays, so I've had, stress-filled, packed, packed end of December, and I'm just now starting to come down off of it, cool down, so I thought I'd bang out another blog for you guys and get the thought balls rolling on some things. That being said, I wanted to start today's conversation with this topic. Dialysis affects humans. Now, what do I mean by that? It's something that I would like to see more thoroughly thought about in the process of dialysis, because every single patient involved is a human being, is a person with, needs, feelings, thoughts, and it's a very different experience when you're going through dialysis. I mean, and it could very well vary on age, because I can't speak for everybody. I'm only 24. I just know how I feel when I go into dialysis. I know how it wears on me after about a couple of weeks. Even if you get a little break in there, after a couple of weeks when you come back to it, it's just like, oh, I gotta keep doing this. That's right. This is a thing. It's never gonna end until I get a kidney. It's just gonna keep going on and on and on, and it does wear on you. And that's just my viewpoint, and I don't know how everybody else views it. But I do want to, encourage the thought to think about people as humans. Because we all are. We all generally feel the same things, everything like that. It's something that should be thought about. The reason I say this, which I'm going to get into a rant in a little bit, which will tell you why I'm saying this. I had a really interesting day with dialysis a couple days ago, and I really wanted to vent to you guys and talk about it, get it off my chest, because it really bothered me. It really just rubbed me the wrong way, and I wasn't happy with it, and I thought I could share my experience with you all, and you could get a little insight into, how certain things are done, how certain things are run that maybe they shouldn't be, maybe they just are, and it's an oversight, and things happen, and I understand that. I get that things happen. But things don't happen regularly as often as they do when they shouldn't. They things happen more than should be just coincidence that things get oversighted or things that people are having a bad day, stuff like that. So I wanted to share a few of those things with you. Mostly bedside manner. You're dealing with not just patients but people. If I come in early, for dialysis, a couple minutes early, and I know my run time, I should not be getting out late. I should not. That should not be happening. Now, if you're running behind or not, I understand the stresses that, that dialysis puts on a facility that does dialysis. I understand that you have so many patients you need to get covered, you need to be seen. I understand that. I understand you have a strict time schedule. But not everybody else gets there on time. Not everybody else follows the rules. So when I follow the rules, when I get there on time, why am I the one that gets punished for that? Why do I then get out late? I've got a schedule. I've got things I have to do after dialysis. I have a life outside of dialysis, outside of being a patient. So why am I punished when I'm the one who showed up early? How is that fair? Also, just care about your patients as people, or at least pretend to. I mean, it's astounding. It is astounding the level of nonchalance that I see on occasion in dialysis. It blows my mind, because, these are people you're dealing with. You're taking care of them, their health. They're people. Don't just be like, it's okay, whatever, no big deal, whatever. They're people. If they care about something, you should care about something. If they're bothered by something, you should explain to them why this is a thing and why it's happening, and try and help them understand it better if it does have to happen. And if it doesn't have to happen, why are you putting them through that? Just let it go. Don't. It's amazing to you. I could give you countless stories of how I come into dialysis, how have made lunch for myself, and I will tell you exactly what I eat every day in dialysis. I take a bag of pretzels, I take 2 cheese sticks, I take, on occasion, some goldfish crackers or something like that, and I take usually Kool-Aid in a little thermos. That is it. That is what I eat in dialysis every day, because I'm in the chair for 4 hours. You need a little snack, you need a little something to eat, especially when they're pulling all that bad stuff out of your body that your body's trying to regulate. It's helping you, yes, but it's also pulling a lot out of your body at once, and so you need to kind of counteract that, so you don't walk out of there going, "Oh, I'm so drained and tired, and I just feel awful," because that can happen, especially if you don't eat anything. I've had a dialysis treatment where I honestly just got wrapped up in whatever I was doing. I forgot to eat. I left to go to Walmart to go shopping afterward, and I almost passed out in Walmart. That is an actual thing that can happen, because they're just sucking, everything out of your body and then putting it back in. So your body doesn't know how to just recover from that. It needs some time. It helps if you eat. Anyway, so I've had times where I've walked in dialysis with that lunch and someone goes, "Oh, you're eating that. Well, you know that's not good for you. You know you shouldn't be eating that." Okay, let me tell you, as a dialysis patient, as a kidney patient, there is a laundry list of things that I am not supposed to eat. And because of the way, I was, from birth, I've always been a texture eater. Okay, certain things I don't like to eat because of the texture, certain things I don't like to eat because of the flavor. I'm what you would call a picky eater by today's standards. Sure, yeah. But when I go into dialysis and I get heckled, I get crapped for the stuff that I bring in, when I'm making an active choice to counteract that draining feeling of dialysis by eating something, I shouldn't get heckled for that. And then there are other patients on top of that who bring in fast food. Fast food, we're talking like burgers, fries, sodas, all things you're really not supposed to have every day, and they don't get a word said to them. But I get hassled, I get chewed out if I bring in a semi-healthy lunch to eat, to refill my body, to make sure that I don't pass out after dialysis. It's, treat your patients like people. Don't treat them like a farm for lab results, because that's how I feel sometimes. "Oh, well, your lab doesn't match this. Well, your lab doesn't match that. Oh, you got some bad labs this week." I'm a 24-year-old, okay? I don't go out drinking, partying on the weekends. I don't do drugs. I do theater, and I sit at home playing video games and hanging out with friends playing Dungeons and Dragons. Can we all just be glad that I'm not out racing my car, getting drunk, doing drugs, generally making horrible, bad life decisions on the weekend? Can it just be okay for 1 week for me to slip up and say, "Oh, I accidentally forgot to eat my binders when I ate this pizza, and now my levels are a little high"? Don't put me, don't lock me in a cell or whatever. Don't make me feel like a horrible person just because my labs slip once. And usually, the next week or whenever they draw labs again, they're fine. It goes right back down. I know what I'm doing. I am capable of taking care of myself. Just because I'm 24 does not mean I'm irresponsible, does not mean I'm a 5-year-old, and does not mean that I don't know how to take care of myself. I do. I've been living with my disease for 24 years. Yes, I've had some help from doctors and my parents when I was little, but I've figured out how to do it by now, I think. I'm pretty sure. I wanted to get that off my chest. I'm sorry, guys. That needed to be said. So yeah, just general thoughts for today. If you work in a medical facility, if you work with other people and you affect their livelihood, if you work with someone and you treat their health, do your job. Don't just phone it in. Don't just slack off, because I'll tell you why. If you worked at a grocery store, if you worked, at a retail store selling stuff, if you slacked off, sure, whatever, guess what? You get a little behind, but it's not the end of the world. If you slack off in a profession where you affect someone's health directly, where you affect their livelihood, you're affecting their livelihood. That is not okay. at all. They are depending on you for a service to make sure that their health is good, that they continue to live longer, that they feel good. And you're really gonna slack off at that job? Really? That's uncalled for. That's unprofessional. That's unethical. That's just not cool. It's just not. It's unbelievable. And yeah, so that's just what I wanted to get off my chest. I'm sorry guys that it was kind of a ranty video, really kind of, it's a long video as I'm looking at the time right now. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, share with you stuff that's been going on with me for the past, week or so, what I've been doing. Well, I haven't been making videos. I promise I'm going to keep making videos, keep posting them, keep sharing them. Please share with your friends, get those clicks, because I can appreciate, and I do appreciate every single one. It means the world to me that you guys are viewing these, that you guys are showing these to your friends, that you're getting the word out. So that's what I want to do. I've decided that I do want to spread the message, and I want to share my story, but I also want to improve healthcare. I really want to. I want to try and fix this, because this is not okay in the slightest. The stuff I see on a weekly basis where I go for dialysis, I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And I wanted to share it with you guys, and I wanted to get the word out. So thank you again for watching. Thank you again for clicking those buttons. Thank you for all the shares. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in about 2 days. 2 or 3 days. So keep an eye out for the next video. Alright, Kidney Dude signing off. Have a good one.